Food safety control in the case of livestock products is, of course, important. Um, Animal source foods can carry foodborne diseases, some of which are zoonotic diseases. Now, the public has an incentive to control food safety because they want to protect public health, of course. And also, food scares among consumers, can also create economic shocks. On the other hand, private sector wants to also control safety, to protect their brands, their reputations. They want to build consumer confidence in the safety of the foods that they're supplying. Now, the evidence globally is that taking sort of a top-down food safety control approach, using sort of a policing enforcement approach, doesn't work very well. Poor consumers are often not willing to buy sort of high-cost supermarket processed products and will instead turn to the informal market and buy products which have not gone through kind of modern processing and handling and don't comply with food safety standards. So the recommended approach is what's termed co-regulation. And this takes advantage of the fact that both the public and private sector have incentives for controlling food safety. They're slightly different, but they're complementary. Now, this requires public officials working closely with private sector to improve safety practices, to set up self-regulation mechanisms such as private voluntary standards, and then providing some incentives for compliance with those. An important part of co-regulation of food safety is the capacity to conduct evidence-based food risk analysis. And this is moving away from the traditional use of expert-based food safety rules, which are typically set up by a committee of technical experts. Instead, an evidence-based approach uses sampling and testing along the supply chain of animals, products, and facilities, looking for hazards, food safety hazards, and the effective risks, and then setting rules based on the evidence gathered. Now, a system of co-regulation of risk requires really that the risk assessment capacity should exist jointly in both the public and private sectors. And so that capacity would be an important part of the environment for food safety control.